Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. We've got a beautiful sunrise on our hands. Check that out this morning. Looking good out there. And we're set for another pretty clear day here in the Valley. Now, temperatures still near to above average this week, and I know when you look at the right-hand corner of your screen on the bottom there, it's saying 22 degrees, and that may feel like a shock, but remember, we are in mid-November now. Crazy. One more time, thanks so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off talking about that and just that weather. So I'm going to share my screen with you momentarily after I get this all ready to rock. I'm over on our website, valleynewslive.com. All I did here was go to the homepage and navigate on over to the weather tab here. Looking like 22 degrees here in Fargo. I just have to quickly click over here quick. That is a beautiful sunset over Big Detroit Lake on Sunday at about 5 p.m. They say, check that out. That is gorgeous. Now, you can also add your own pictures, too. If you want to share what's going on outside your door, your window with us, you can head on over to our website. Just click there. Click Add Media. You can drag in your pictures, add your caption. You can also access that on the VNN weather app as well. And you can see today we're going to stay partly cloudy. We'll be sunny around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock also, when we're going to hit our high of 43 degrees today. No precipitation chance today. I mean, that's good at least, right? We're going to click on Wednesday afternoon here. Mainly overcast, stray shower to light southerly breeze. So that's a change from today, which is AM clouds to mostly sunny, isolated showers, early seasonably cool. So 11-day planner. This hasn't really been operating. I got to bring this up. This has not been operating as it should lately, but we can at least get 4 days. I mean, 4 days out of the 11 that's usually there. Friday, we're looking at 42, Thursday, 42, Wednesday, 44. So it's really not going to get much better than this, okay? We're looking at a few showers tomorrow, but you can see there Thursday, that's going to be clearing on out. And in our 11-day planner, we do have Thanksgiving on the horizon. How crazy is that? And we, of course, here will keep you updated as soon as we know what exactly that is going to look like. Pretty far out in that 11-day planner here. Man, what is it, 10 days away? 10 days? 9. Whoa. Okay. So we'll keep you updated with that there as well. You can also find out all these, what's going on across the region. Like tomorrow morning, 32 in Fargo, right at that freezing mark. That looks about, other than, let's click here, Bemidji, it looks like we're going to be one of the coldest in the region tomorrow. So these are great tools to have as we continue to take on these burr months, they call it, right? And remember, you can find all of this information over on our website, but you can also find that too on your VNN weather app. Remember, that is free in the App Store, easy to use. You can get everything that we talk about here over on there and more. So you're going to get updates, video updates from our First Alert Storm team as we continue to take on this season. They'll give you all that information on everything you need to know on when or where an event is impacting you and your family. We're going to move on, though, to our news portion of this segment. We're continuing our coverage of a shocking development in a missing persons case we've been following. A man is now accused of murdering his own brother. D'Angelo Hunt is in the Grand Forks County Jail, charged with second-degree murder in the death of Isaac James Hunt, who vanished in March of 2024. Court documents reveal DNA evidence collected from the father's home links the brothers to some type of violent fight that happened on March 3rd of last year. Investigators used DNA to identify Isaac's remains that were found over the weekend on the Spirit Lake Reservation. So we were actually there for that discovery, and those with the Spirit Lake tribe say the family did not know D'Angelo was involved in any way until these federal documents were filed.
They do not want D'Angelo painted as a bad person. They shared that he has been struggling with significant mental health issues. And they want the public to know that they did not know that he was considered a suspect until the federal announcement.
D'Angelo Hunt, though, is also the former boyfriend of Gemini Posey. Now, if you remember, if you're familiar with this case, she went missing in January of 2024, just a few months before Isaac went missing. So D'Angelo was brought in for questioning at the time of Gemini's disappearance, but he was cleared. He is, however, said to be in federal court here in Fargo. That's going to be at 3:30 today. We will have a team in that courtroom. Valley News Live also asked the Spirit Lake Tribe if there's going to be any additional search efforts to take place for Gemini Posey. We have not heard back from them quite yet. And we do have an update for you. Police say the man who barricaded himself inside of an apartment in the 1600 block of Dakota Drive North yesterday and refused to leave, he's now been arrested. So I'm talking about, I'll bring up his mugshot for you here in just 1 second. That scene started around 6 yesterday morning, lasting 4 hours. There we go. We've got the video there. 55-year-old Michael Conover was arrested for aggravated domestic assault and preventing arrest. We spoke with the victim, Conover's roommate, about what happened. And you can watch that full story right over on your VNN News app. We've also got a little talk with Anna, who covered this story yesterday, Anna Ball-Weber. She's got that full interview with the roommate of Conover. That's over on our website, valleynewslive.com, as well as your free VNN News app. You can get your hands on that there, that exclusive. And we've also got new developments in a South Fargo stabbing that happened last Thursday. So this is to Shyla Feather. She's 22. She's been charged with felony aggravated assault after stabbing her roommate. Victim was found in the parking lot of an apartment complex in the 1100 block of 42nd Street South with 3 stab wounds and a collapsed lung. Reports also say she had pointed a gun at the victim before the stabbing happened. Police found Feather at a hotel in Fargo where they found a handgun in her backpack. And a Jamestown daycare is under fire, shut down after shocking allegations of child abuse. The former Little Explorers daycare has been closed since April, but now the women who ran it are facing some pretty serious criminal charges. Karen Shemp and Kaylee Cumber are accused of child abuse. A mother whose children went to that daycare is speaking out after learning the truth. Police were called after a child came to the hospital with a head injury. Surveillance footage obtained with a search warrant revealed disturbing incidents. Video shows Cumber dragging and slapping a boy while Shemp was seen kicking him. Investigators also finding bottles of melatonin gummies at the facility.
We had no idea, not even the slightest clue. Every time an employee would leave, she had a good reasoning why. When a kid left, she always had a good reasoning why. I never questioned anything.
So Schneckler warns parents to trust their gut. Both Shemp and Cumber are expected to be in court. That's going to be on December 3rd. And a massive grain elevator fire that rocked Mayville Saturday night has now been contained. But questions remain about what caused that devastating blaze. Valley News Team's Ethan Kramer spoke with the fire chief about the response and what's next for the investigation.
Oh my God.
The massive grain elevator at O'Brien Seed became an inferno shortly before 8 p.m. Saturday night. Within an hour, the towering structure collapsed as flames consumed the building.
It was very hot, very intense. Didn't know which way it was going to go until it finally went. So, we had crews that were somewhat close to the scene.
Multiple agencies rushed to the scene to help contain the massive blaze. The fire knocked out power to multiple residential homes in the area, keeping residents in the dark while they watched the dramatic scene unfold.
We had a debris floating through, the air, and it probably went about a mile east. So over most of the town, we had, we were worried about spot fires and stuff like that. Luckily, we caught it pretty quick.
Electricity has since been restored to the area, but the cause of the fire remains a mystery.
As of right now, it's undetermined. We will probably never know what it was.
Now, as the investigation continues, the charred remains of the grain elevator serve as a stark reminder of Saturday night's dramatic fire in Mayville. Ethan Kramer, Valley News Live.
So Chief Hart also added that he's thankful for all the help that they receive from other departments across the area. And I'm going to end here with a pretty fun story for everybody here. Also, if you do want to see our previous coverage on the fire, some incredible dramatic video that we had just shown you there of that fire, that's available on our website, valleynewslive.com. And of course, as always, that free VNN News app. Okay, let's move on to this fun story, okay? Starbucks out with a new holiday beverage that you can only get at Target. The frozen peppermint hot chocolate's available exclusively at Starbucks cafes inside Target stores. Prices for the Frappuccino-based drink start at just under $6 for a grande. Members of Target's paid loyalty program can buy a frozen peppermint hot chocolate on Monday. It's available to the general public starting today. Now, most of the Retail Giant's 2,000 locations include a Starbucks, but this is the very first time the two companies have teamed up for a holiday-specific drink. Pretty cool and sounds absolutely delicious. Check that out. Some sprinkles on top too. Can't go wrong. Now, that's all I got for you here on this Tuesday morning. Remember, you can find this streaming weekday mornings around that 7:30 time frame if I'm working on Facebook, YouTube, as well as our live stream as well. And if you got our VNN News app, I send out a push notification when I fire this up, so you're able to log on right then and there on when this is starting. And we send you push notifications throughout the day. Nothing crazy, but just on things that we feel that you should be aware of that are going on throughout the Fargo community as well as the entire Red River Valley. Again, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday and an even better rest of your week. I'm going to